Hello everyone, this is Tiffany from National Charter University and this is our 11th listening strategy video. And today's topic is checking the transcript. So the transcript, like we mentioned before, is a written copy of a speech. And I already said it's very important, especially when you're listening to something and you don't understand. If you don't have the transcript, it's very hard for you to guess what's going on. So actually in the previous videos that I made, I did use them already, right? Have you realized that sometimes I use it to help you understand the video or show the listening strategies and how they're applied? So how do you think I got those transcripts? No, I don't have time to watch and type them out. So yes, I did find them on the internet. So actually finding a transcript is very, very easy. One place where you can obviously look for is Google, right? If you go into Google and you type in transcript and the show that you want to find, you can basically find transcripts for most popular TV shows and movies. What about YouTube though, right? For vloggers, it's much harder to find written documents. So I guess the next best thing would be to use captions. Even if it is the auto-generated version, it should come quite close as long as the person speaks clearly. Other websites like we showed before, like TED Talks or CNN 10, those already provide transcripts directly on their platform. So it's really easy to actually obtain them. So what should you do with the transcript? Here are some steps that you can follow to maximize the effectiveness of this document. So the first one is pretty obvious, checking comprehension, right? To estimate how much you understand out of 100%. So if you're listening to something and you go to the transcript, you can check if what you heard is actually correct. So for example, if you're listening to a part of a video and then you check the transcript and you realize, okay, I understood 80%, but there's 20% that I didn't understand, you can use the transcript to improve that 20%, right? So that moves to the second step, which is to identify your listening difficulties. So the 20% is something that you didn't understand. You can use the transcript to very clearly identify what kind of listening difficulty it was. So was it because of main ideas and details, structure-wise, or was it just vocabulary? You didn't understand the words or idioms or phrases or basic grammar? Was it because there are inferences that are difficult to understand, or you don't have the background information or the cultural knowledge to understand what's going on in the video? Or maybe it's a pronunciation thing, right? Maybe he was or she was talking too fast, the speed was too fast, too much linking, too many reduced words, or the intonation was unfamiliar to you. Those could all be reasons why you don't understand something. With the transcript, you can actually find those, identify those. And of course, then you move on to number 3, which is to actually learn the new content, right? So if it's like words and vocabulary or grammar, you can look it up, right? If it's background knowledge or culture, you can Google the information. Basically, you can start taking notes, finding the difficulties, then to look it up to learn the content. Number 4 would be to use it to review the content, right? Now that you have a written document of something that was originally a listening comprehension, you can use the document to review over and over again. So either you can silently read along or read aloud using the transcript. Okay, whichever way you're trying to review and remember the new stuff that you knew that you just learned. Number 5 would be to not stop just there, right? To continue, right? You can practice more skills using the transcript, like I said, to read along or to further, some other skills like speaking skills, to use shadowing or role play. So these are some steps that you should follow to maximize the effectiveness of this document. Okay, let's go ahead and practice. So I'm going to show a short part from the Big Bang Theory. The background information is Leonard and Sheldon. They're going to bring something up for Penny. And then once they get in the apartment, they realize it's really, really messy. So I choose this part because while I was watching it, there are parts where I understand either. So we're going to watch it first, and then I'm going to demo how I use this transcript to identify my listening difficulties and then how I used it to learn the new content. Okay, let's go.
You okay?
No! Great Caesar's ghost, look at this place.
So Penny's a little messy.
A little messy? The Mandelbrot set of complex numbers is a little messy. This is chaos. Excuse me. Explain to me an organizational system where a tray of flatware on a couch is valid. And I'm just inferring that this is a couch because the evidence suggests the coffee table's having a tiny garage sale.
Did it ever occur to you that not everyone has the compulsive need to sort, organize, and label the entire world around them?
No.
Well, they don't. Hard as it may be for you to believe, most people don't sort their breakfast cereal numerically by fiber content.
Excuse me, but I think we've both found that helpful at times.
Come on, we should go.
Hang on.
What are you doing?
I'm straightening up.
Sheldon, this is not your home.
No, this is not anyone's home. This is a swirling vortex of entropy.
Okay, so now we're back. Isn't Sheldon something very special, right? Okay, so while I was watching this part, there were two obvious vocabulary sets that I didn't understand, and I'm pretty sure you don't understand either, right? The first one was Mandelbrot set of complex numbers, and the second one for me was a swirling vortex of entropy. So let's say I didn't understand this. Without the transcript, I would have never been able to figure it out on my own. So with the transcript, I can look it up. I would copy this and then go into Google or whatever search engine you like to use. And then, yeah, voila, it gives you the definition of it. If you're interested, you can go ahead and look into it. It's basically, I guess, something related to math, right? Something very complicated, obviously. Then you can also look at the swirling vortex of entropy, this one. I know a vortex is like this, right? So I'm guessing something chaotic. Means degree of disorder or randomness in the system. Oh, they even tell you that, you know, Sheldon uses it. But yeah, so it means something that is crazy, random, okay? I guess that makes sense, right? At the very end, you know, he said, this is not anyone's home. This is a swirling vortex of entropy. Basically, it's very, very messy, right? So for me, those were the two parts where I did understand, and I used the transcript to be able to identify this difficulty, and then to actually learn the content. From this document, I actually did a little bit more color coding for you guys. So, for example, some people might not know what Great Caesar's Ghost means. It basically just means, oh my God. So if you didn't know that, you could have Googled that. Or maybe prepositional phrases like hang on, straightening up, you know, cleaning. Or maybe you can learn, you know, grammar stuff. For example, this is a couch. This is a, you know, noun clause. Here's another noun clause over here. Or, for example, identify this tense, present perfect tense, and other vocabulary words, obviously, right? But basically, you get the point, right? You can use this document to find words, find grammar, find pronunciation that is difficult for you, and then you try to look it up. Another thing that you can also learn is the intonation, right? The tone of their speaking is like disagreement. So you can even learn how to do that by, for example, reading along or shadowing. So this is a document where you can use to really understand what's going on if you didn't by just watching it, okay? All right, so basically, hopefully this was helpful for you. So next time when you are watching a video, you understand, the next best thing is to look up the transcript and try to learn, okay? All right, so hopefully this was helpful. I guess I'll see you guys again. Bye.